think that anyone should believe in God if they don't believe in God, you know what I mean?
Baruch haba l'tochni shel Adlercast. And when I went to that bris, I almost passed out. How did you handle it with your boys?
It's a very scary thing.
Alexis on Fire, Papa Roach, Wolf Mother, Chris Cornell, Fall Out Boy,
Lily Allen,
Korn, Deftones.
And you're watching the Adlercast.
Hey, what's going on? Brian Adler here from the Adlercast. A wicked guest on the show today. Not only does he put on just a wicked live performance, but he's an amazing guy to sit down and chat with. I had the pleasure of chatting with him right after his set at the Pemberton Music Festival this past summer, and you'll never guess some of the things he had to say. Here's Matisyahu for you on the Adlercast.
What do you say to somebody that tells you they don't believe in God?
I say I also don't believe in God sometimes, you know. I mean, I had the other night, you know, just hanging out with some old friends, you know, and he read a book about how religion and God is, you know, all a man-made creation, and he was sort of like trying to get me to. He couldn't believe, like, how can you believe in God? How can you believe in this? And I don't have any answers for it, and I don't try to give anyone any answers for it. And I don't think that anyone should believe in God if they don't believe in God. You know what I mean? It's like people are all on their own path and their own search and their own. People come to different things at different times in their lives, and you know, I think in my life, you know, basically the search for meaning and for understanding and depth and to see a connectedness, you know, in the world, and at the same time to be open and aware of the negative aspects and not to pretend that they don't exist, but somehow it's all, you know, this Jewish, I guess, basis for Judaism is that it's all one thing, you know. And there probably isn't one group of people that's been persecuted like the Jews have, you know, throughout time, and yet the Jewish people, you know, as a people philosophically believe in God. So it's an interesting combination of things, you know, of death and darkness and survival and then oneness and godliness, and how does it all go together? That's kind of what I spend, I guess, a lot of my time pondering and thinking about. I don't feel that other people need to think that way, you know. I just try to listen to people when they tell me what their beliefs, what they believe, and if they have questions for me, then I'll talk to them about it.
Do you think of yourself as a bit of a teacher?
No, I don't. I think it's dangerous for a person to think of themselves as a teacher or any one thing. You know, we all made up of many different aspects. You know, you can be a teacher and a student at the same time. You know, when you pigeonhole yourself as one thing, I mean, to think of yourself as a teacher is like you're not receptive to learning. You know, in the sense of the word, as a teacher, you're providing, but you're not receiving. So, in order to be a teacher, you have to be able to receive, you know, and to be able to receive, you can't pin yourself down as any one thing. I guess I feel myself more as a student than a teacher, you know. That's how I look at myself more, you know. At this point, I'm only 29 years old.
Baruch haba l'tochni shel Adlercast. Ma shlomcha?
Baruch Hashem.